Wonderful. I was also, I'm going to push this recording as well on my Facebook so people can still join the recording. You know, every time you put your energy and your intention into this stuff, it works even if it's delayed. But welcome everyone who's joining us. I was just explaining that this morning for the past hour or so, I've been holding space with some of my dear friends, both in California and New York. We were on for an hour earlier today, over an hour before we all got started. And we also have been doing this multiple days. So yesterday for a couple of hours, and earlier in the week we were doing smaller group meditations for Irma. And it is quite beautiful to see that Irma has been losing velocity in terms of, you know, the wind power, where I think she was originally at 150 miles per hour, if I'm remembering correctly, and now she's somewhere down to 94. And this is good for everyone. I'm going to, while people are logging on, because we still have about a minute, I want to share with you a very personal and private dream that I had about Irma. And I hope you will receive it in love, and because it's going to sound quite strange when you hear it. And I'll just say this briefly until we get started officially, because we're still a couple minutes out before 1 o'clock. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for bringing your peace and your love and your care and your attention and your intention to peace and calm and harmony and consciousness, you know, for Florida and for all the parts of the planet. So, but I'm going to share this dream. It is a little strange, but anyway, in the dream, I'll just kind of skip to the part where it's relevant to Irma, because there was a lot that happened. But I was swimming in a pool, and pools typically represent states of consciousness. I dream about pools all the time. I'm always looking down on pools in my dreams, or sometimes I'm swimming in them. I dream about water all the time. But in this particular dream, this is the part, please forgive me for this part's going to sound a little strange. There was a piece of crap, like poop, in the pool, and it was not supposed to be there. I wasn't swimming in the pool. I was looking down on the pool, as I often am in my dreams. And I was looking at the crap, and I was wondering, why is there crap in the pool? That's not my crap. That's not my crap in my pool. And then I looked over, and there were other pools that many other people were swimming in. And their pools were filled with crap, lots of human crap. And I was asking, why are these people swimming in these pools that have crap? And what is someone else's crap doing in my pool? And I understood what this meant. I understood it upon awakening. But the dream's not over, right? By the way, for people who are still logging on, thank you. I'm just going to finish this story that we started, and then we'll get into the meditation. But know that we've been doing meditation actually for over an hour. So you're entering in sacred space. There's beautiful energy. We're surrounded and infused with benevolent beings. So stay with me as you're logging on. We haven't really gotten started. I'm just sharing this dream. So then I sat by the side of the pool and I started to meditate to try to understand in the dream, why was there crap in these pools, and why were people swimming in pools with crap? And a group of people joined around me. They were people from my community, and we were all meditating together. And as we held space, we looked to the side. I was in Florida. In the dream, we were in Florida. And to the side was the ocean. And in the center, in the middle of the ocean, was a huge storm. And this storm was like a circular eye of a hurricane type of storm. And it was so big and so massive and so huge, and I was looking at it. Everyone was still meditating, and I was looking at it, and it was just going into the ocean and becoming nothing. It was incredibly scary, but I wasn't scared at all in the dream. It was like, oh my God, there's this tsunami sort of type of hurricane in the ocean, but it's just dropping off into the ocean. And it's just dispelling. And I understood we, the meditators, were in between the pools of consciousness where people are swimming in crap that they don't know is crap, they think it's normal, and this ocean of consciousness which is capable of absorbing the hurricane. I understood that's what the dream meant. And so when I woke up, I realized I was going to just organize another. This happened actually 2 nights ago. And yesterday I did add in a meditation, a brief, short meditation for my community, which will be available if you're on my newsletter for LoriSpagna.com. You can hear that. And we talked all about what's going on with the earth changes. I recommend you listen to it. It's free. I'm not going to talk about any of that. We're just going to go straight to the meditation today. But I wanted to share that dream with you because I really believe that it's quite possible that Irma can move over into the Gulf and cause the least amount of potential damage possible, that she could be potentially just absorbed by the beautiful, loving water of the Gulf rather than, harm anyone along the West Coast or any, we want the most benevolent, gentle, loving experience. So, okay. I hope that is helpful. Anyway. All right, so thank you all for being here. There are definitely a lot of people still logging on. Welcome to everyone. And we're going to go into a meditation. For those of you who might not know me, my name is Lori Spagna. I see most of your names. I know many, many of you. Thank you for being here for this group meditation for healing. And I just will repeat one more time before we go into this that many of my very close personal friends and I have been doing meditation and healing on a daily basis over the past week in smaller groups for hours at a time. Prior to this meditation, we did over an hour of a meditation and a healing for Irma and for humanity, so we're in sacred space here. And I'm going to just kind of start from there. So for all of you, if you could start to really, if you haven't already, many of you have, be breathing deep, comfortable breaths in through your nose and down into your belly. Whenever you feel comfortable, let yourself just close your eyes whenever you feel safe and comfortable. Breathing in breaths in through the nose, down into the belly. I'm going to start with a prayer. And as I say the prayer, if you could allow anywhere in your body that needs to relax. Let the breath that you're breathing in be the breath of love, be the breath of peace, be the breath of calmness, be the breath of gentleness, be the breath of harmony. Breathe compassion and, of course, love into your body. And allow that breath, wherever it needs to go, let it go there. Breathe it into that part of your body. And I'll start with the prayer as everyone's just getting calm and centered, sitting upright, staying awake and aware and conscious for this healing meditation. For Mother Earth, for Florida, for all areas of our planet, for all beings who live here. We call in the highest, clearest, purest consciousness once again, the original source of infinite love, infinite light, infinite consciousness, infinite wisdom, infinite peace. We call in this consciousness, this presence to be with us here and now, to surround us, to infuse us with your love, your light, your consciousness, your peace, your harmony, your gentleness, your compassion. We allow you and invite you into this sacred space with us. We ask you to surround us and all of Mother Earth with this sacred energy, this sacred consciousness, this love, this light, this peace, this compassion, this harmony, this gentleness. We once again call forward all benevolent beings in the higher realms, spirit doctor team, benevolent galactic shamans. We call forward the archangels, the archangelic realm, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Ariel, Azrael, Hanael, Chamuel, Samuel, Zeidkel, Metatron, Jeremiah, Sandalphon. We call forward ascended masters, Jesus, Yeshua, Kutumi, Saint Germain, Merlin, Elmoira, Papaji, Babaji, Rama, Krishna, Allah, Buddha, ascended masters. We call forward the divine goddess Sophia, the Sophia Christ consciousness, the Christed Sophia consciousness. We call forward as well the divine goddesses, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, Sarasvati, Parvati, Isis, Abundantia, Lakshmi, divine goddesses, Sophia, Diana, Venus, Aphrodite, all divine goddesses, known and unknown, mentioned and not mentioned. We call you all forward to be present here and now. We call forward our benevolent, most benevolent star family races. And we call forward the consciousness of Mother Earth herself, Gaia. We also call forward all the elementals, the nature spirits, the animal kingdom. We call forward the consciousness of the Devi kingdom, the fairies, all the elementals and the crystals and the minerals, all the consciousness of all beings present here, united in peace, united in love, united in our care, united in our compassion, united in our stability, united in our love. We ask now for a most gentle and most loving and most benevolent blessing and healing for all beings on this call, that each and every one of us participating live and in delayed playback will be infused with peace and love and blessings, that we may hold this space as we prepare to expand this peace and love and the blessings to others, to our brothers and sisters of earth. So first we receive. We lovingly and gratefully receive a most gentle, loving, healing and blessing from Divine Source, the original source, creator of all that is, and the most benevolent beings we've called forward. We lovingly and we gratefully receive a healing and a blessing, the healings and blessings which are uniquely appropriate for each of us as unique individuals, and which serve our greater good, which serve us in the highest and best ways possible, the most benevolent ways possible, so that we may be of service and contribution in the highest and best ways during this call and into our future. We gratefully receive this healing and this blessing now. We give thanks now for everyone just breathing and receiving. If you would like the blessing and the healing, breathe and receive and say, yes, thank you. If you would prefer not to receive it yourself, that's okay. You just say, no, thank you. I'm just here for the meditation part. That's fine too. Yes. I will say over my head, the rain has completely stopped, and I'm in the central coast of Florida. Sorry, not the central coast, the east coast. It's interesting. I'm sure it's not. Okay, let me just stay with where we're at. Good. And Source would like to do, before we move on to our meditation, one more healing. This is what I'm hearing and responding to in guidance. One more healing for all beings who are willing to receive it on the call, any and all. I'm pausing to listen. Trauma and or fear and or sadness and or grief and or sorrow, those energies, those frequencies that may be within us, that it will most lovingly and benevolently locate those from us as individuals and lift them, remove them, and dissolve them, and take them away and transmute them into love so that we no longer need to carry them in our physical form. So if you're willing to receive this, it's only as is, uniquely appropriate for you, and only as is for your highest and best, and for the highest and greatest of all concerned. So if you're willing to receive this healing from Divine Source, you can breathe, receive, and say, yes, thank you. If you prefer not to, just say, no, thank you, I'm only here for the meditation part. That's okay, either way. Yes. Just notice as you breathe, beautiful energy here on this call. So many beings of love are surrounding us. Good. So we're going to just call in. We're going to call in first. I'm going to ask if that's where we're meant to start. Give me a moment to ask if that's where guidance is leading me. Okay, first we're going to start more with a prayer. This prayer is going to be for all beings who have been in the path of Irma. That's where we're going to start because I'm in Florida. Whether Irma has already passed their area, perhaps they're in the islands, Turks, Caicos, any of those islands in the area of the Caribbean, whether it's Cuba, Bermuda, the Bahamas, the southern islands of Florida, the Keys, whether it's Miami, all along the eastern seaboard of the eastern coast of Florida, all along the center, the great center area of the land of Florida, and especially and in particular at this time, the west coast of Florida, all along the west coast and up to the north. We're now, as a collective group, intending that all beings are safe, that all beings and all their dwellings and their homes, including especially the animals, all animals, whether they're in captivity, whether they're human companion animals, whether they're in agricultural type of situations or farm type of circumstances, or whether they're in some form of entertainment center like a zoo or a safari or an aquarium, and whether they're in the wild, all animals are safe, that their dwellings are safe, and that all human animals, they're safe, and their dwellings are safe, and that benevolent beings of love and light in the non-physical realm stand guard at all windows, all doors, all floors, all ceilings, all rooftops, from above, from below, from the left and the right, from within and without, that all homes and all dwellings, in every circumstance, in every situation, along the path of Irma, are surrounded and infused in safety, in protection, in love, and in stability, in the word stability, the energy, the frequencies, the vibrations, the angels, the spirits of stability. Come forward and surround and infuse all homes and all dwellings in stability, in stability, in balance, in safety, in strength, in peace, in calm, in harmony, in comfort. Energies, frequencies, vibrations of peace, energies, frequencies, vibrations of gentleness, energies, frequencies, vibrations of calm, energies, frequencies, and vibrations of stability, energies, frequencies, and vibrations of balance, energies, frequencies, and vibrations of safety, energies, frequencies, and vibrations of kindness, energies, frequencies, and vibrations of love, energies, frequencies, and vibrations of compassion, energies, frequencies, and vibrations of peace. Infuse and surround all beings and all homes and all land along the path of Irma. And just as you're here, if you're in agreement, definitely add your intention by just saying yes, yes, yes. We are the keepers and the bringers of the light. Our intention collectively has great power. Now let's bring forward the consciousness of Irma. Irma the hurricane. This lovely, beautiful, feminine energy of Irma. And let's just bring this energy of peace, of gentleness, of calm, and harmony to Irma. Infusing the energies of peace, of calm, of gentleness, of compassion, and tranquility, and harmony into Irma. And there's no way to do this wrong. You may see Irma in your mind. You may see those energies going to Irma. You may just feel or sense them. You may breathe them into your body and just exhale them out to Irma. However you feel guided, or you may just hold your intention here that this is being done and affirm with your yes. And let's also bring in the sacred symbol of infinity, which looks like a number 8. And this is the balance of feminine, masculine, the balancing and harmonizing energies. And just bring those to Irma as well, and just infuse them in and through Irma and in and around Irma. And you may see or sense or feel this balancing, harmonizing energy. You may see or sense or feel this infinity symbol going to Irma, even in your body, even in your breath. If you're breathing it in, you are the breath of the winds of Irma. You are the breath that breathes peace in and through Irma. You are the breath that breathes calm in and through and around Irma. You are the breath of love. You are the breath of compassion. And if you feel sadness coming up or coming out, just breathe some of that and let's just transmute anything that needs to be transmuted into love. So we can just hold this space of peace and be this calm peace that radiates out in every direction throughout the entire path of Irma. You may see the path of Irma in your mind, and you may just radiate it out, whatever that means to you. However you see, sense, or feel it is fine. And let's also invoke the energies and the spirits of gratitude, because Irma indeed is here to bring many blessings and much healing. And she has much to offer us as gifts that we can be grateful for. And indeed, when Irma has given us her greatest gifts, her good works are done, and she is free to dissipate, to be completed. So we now are ready to receive gifts of Irma. And they're always gifts of some kind of expanded consciousness, some kind of expanded enlightenment. Certainly, Irma has the mother energy, the great mother, the divine feminine. She has a romantic in her that wants us to love one another. She wants us to claim our inner authority, not give our power away to outside forces. She wants us to come into balance with masculine and feminine energies. She wants us to love and honor and respect one another and have great compassion and care for one another. And of course, there are other gifts too that you may be aware of and maybe that are yet to become aware of. So let's go to that gratitude to receive the gifts of the expanded consciousness that Irma has for us. And so at this moment, if you're willing to receive those gifts of expanded consciousness, allow yourself to breathe deep, full, comfortable breath of gratitude and of receivership by saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I receive with gratitude and love. Deep breath now. Nice. And let's just expand this consciousness. Whatever gifts of consciousness are meant to be received by all those in Irma's path, and that these gifts of consciousness will only be those gifts which serve in the highest and best, most benevolent ways possible, which serve the greater good, and which are in contribution to the highest and best of all beings involved, and to the collective at large. So let's just expand and give these gifts to all others in the path of Irma. For once again, we know as we receive the gifts, Irma has done her work and she can dissipate, she can let go. She says, I've done my work. So we receive and we expand those gifts to our brothers and sisters who are also on their journey of awakening. However is divinely right for them, divinely appropriate for them, whatever is for their highest and best, most benevolent, according to God's divine plan unfolding in the most divine way possible. Breathe and receive and just notice whatever you notice is fine, remembering there's no right or wrong way. Just being here, holding space for this, is an incredible contribution. This is where our true power lies, to make change, to make improvements, to change our reality in our world. So just being here, just listening, just adding intention. Good. And I have now coming in the god known as Neptune, who's also a planet. I also have the god who's known as Zeus, and he's coming forward. And I also have the astrological sign and the consciousness of that sign known as Taurus. So right now, these beings and the consciousness of these beings are coming forward to help. These beings, non-physical beings, with consciousness, which is as an aspect, is physical in itself, are getting behind Irma. In other words, they're getting to the east side of Irma. And what they're showing me, and we're going to participate in this. Everyone's muted, so no one can hear you. Is we're just going to gently and lovingly blow on Irma. We're just going to so lovingly just move her out, just lovingly, to the center of the Gulf. So lovingly. These gods are showing us how. You're just going to look at Irma, see her dissipating, any way you see or sense or feel Irma, and just with absolute love, with absolute gratitude, no judgment, no wrongness, no rightness, just simply an intention to just lovingly just blow Irma, benevolently, lovingly, use the breath of our love, the wind of our breath, to move Irma into the center of the Gulf. And we have mer people coming forward, the people of the sea, and the water consciousness herself, Sister Water, to lovingly and benevolently greet Irma and receive the gifts of Irma and absorb her into the water, gently and lovingly dissipating her, uniting her home, any sadness that Irma may have carried from the collective, any old grief, any rage or anger, any resentment. It's just gently, benevolently, lovingly shifting as we blow it. Deep breaths, shifting lovingly, benevolently, moving Irma off the coast to safe waters. Safe waters. And the ultimate healers are the waters of the earth, gently, lovingly, benevolently receiving Irma and welcoming her home and absorbing her. Mer people helping, of course, people of the sea, gently, lovingly absorbing Irma as she dissipates. And just seeing and witnessing, however you may see or witness or sense Irma just dissipating and releasing into the healing waters. And that these waters just gently, 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 gracefully, 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 peacefully, 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 lovingly, lovingly, compassionately, absorbing Irma. And simultaneously, God's divine, infinite love, infinite source is just absorbing and transmuting our own turbulent emotions, teaching us how we can safely, benevolently process our emotions. We humans are learning how we can safely process through our fear, we can safely process through our anger, we can safely process through our own turbulent emotions, whatever they may be, in safe circles like this, in the presence of love, in this sacred neutral place. We can heal and resolve our issues gently and lovingly and benevolently without the need for unnecessary storms. And for as long as storms are necessary to help us process through, we give gratitude. And we use our power to shift them lovingly, to receive the gifts we're meant to receive, and to release and dissipate that which we no longer need, and to transmute that which is heavy and dense, to transmute it into love, into peace, into safety, into kindness, into compassion, into stability, into gentleness. And we unite and balance our masculine and feminine energies. And we unite and balance our inner power. And we unite and balance our inner consciousness to align with the divine source of infinite love and infinite consciousness. Now, I'm going to be silent for a few moments while everyone on the call, we have well over 100 people here. That's really beautiful. Everyone on the call can add any kind of intention that you choose or desire, any kind of healing, any kind of gratitude, whatever it is. We'll have just about a full moment, full minute of just silence. Any healing, any breath work, anything that you feel is important for you with respect to Irma or anywhere in the world. We're going to move over to the rest of the parts of the planet. But just take a moment now, particularly with respect to Irma or Mexico, anything that you feel is important that you'd like to take this moment of silence, this full minute, and we'll just be breathing and holding sacred space and allowing the benevolent beings who are here to provide healing, clarity, transmutation, whatever is being called for. Wonderful, beautiful. If there's any animals, let's just do a little extra for the animals as well. Any animal companions who need extra attention, any animals, any and all animals in farms, in agriculture, in the wild, in captivity anywhere, zoos, aquariums, racetracks, wherever they may be, domesticated animals, farm animals, family members, from anywhere around the globe. Let's just bring them to our circle of healing. I'm sitting right under my roof has a window, sunlight, and I can hear the rain above. You may hear it too, it's coming down. So hopefully that won't be distracting to you. And just bring these animals in. And let's just hold them in a space of love and peace. Extend this love and this peace to them. Calmness. Especially animals who sometimes are afraid of thunder or lightning. And just send them energies of peace, of harmony, of gentleness. Of safety, of calm, and certainty. Let's call in the energies, the vibrations, and the frequencies of certainty so that people can feel a sense of certainty that they're certain that they're safe, that they're certain that they're peaceful. It's definitely coming down over my rooftop. And just holding space for peace and for calm. And now let's extend this out to all animals globally. Of course, including the human animal. Extending out the peace and the calm all over Florida and all over the planet. We're just expanding. So let's extend it together. Let's extend it through, first envision or sense your neighborhood, wherever that is, especially for those of us in Florida, because Irma's here. So let's just extend this peace, this calm, this safety, this balance, this stability, this beautiful foundation energy that Taurus is bringing to us, strong foundation, connection to Mother Earth. And let's extend it through our neighborhood. So see or sense, envision or feel or just know your neighborhood is receiving this in every direction along your neighborhood, throughout your neighborhood. No way to do it wrong, just breathing these energies. We are the energy. And then extend it. Extend it throughout Florida, throughout the path of Irma once again. And now this time, let's extend it further north, all the way up through northern Florida, into Georgia, into the Carolinas, South and North Carolina. And now let's extend it over to the west, along the coast of Florida, into the Gulf. Let's extend this up to Texas. Let's focus much of our healing now on Hurricane Harvey area, going up to Houston. That all of the energy, all of the prayers, all of the healing, all of the consciousness expansion that we've done so far will now be extended throughout the Gulf of Mexico and throughout all of Texas. Just keep breathing. We're extending this, what we've done, to our brothers and sisters in Texas, and to all the refugee all the areas where, sorry, that's the wrong word, relief centers. Thank you for the correction there. The relief centers where people and animals are in Texas, in Houston. We're extending all of these energies of love and peace and calm and stability, gentleness, harmony, compassion. Feel, sense, see, or experience it any way that feels good and right to you. You may see Texas. You may see light coming over Texas, golden, iridescent, purple light, golden light, white light. Yes, thank you, Louisiana. Thank you, Ed. Ed is saying Louisiana, of course, absolutely, anywhere in the country where you feel, oh, that's my phone, sorry, it's on, it's giving me the Amber Alert. Apologies. I could turn the phone off, but I have it on for, just like what Ed just did. He just shared Louisiana. I hadn't said that. Sorry. It's the state of consciousness. Alert, alert. Which just brings some peace. And let's extend this out now. Let's go over to Mexico, the other side of Texas, moving over toward Mexico. I'm going to move up north, but first I want to head over to Mexico. And just let's breathe in some calm and peace, refresh our energies of stability, of gentleness, of love, of harmony. Breathing in these energies, aligning with these frequencies, and extending them over to Mexico. All throughout Mexico. And we bring in the grounding energies of Taurus and Mother Earth, stability. We bring in the energies of stability to all of Mexico and the blessings that have been done. For Florida, we also bring them to all of Mexico. And Ed is also mentioning, because he's got direct access to me here, even though Ed's one of the healers in our community, one of the major healer leaders in our community. He's mentioning the other countries as well, Bangladesh, India, and the flooding there. We can extend it out there. I sometimes like to just circle the globe slowly, but anywhere on the earth, definitely flooding in India, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka. We just send that peace, that calm, that stability, that gentleness, the love, the compassion. Remembering there's no way to do this wrong. The intention is what matters most. The presence, the space, the energy, the frequency. And I'm just going to ask if there's anything in particular. We're going to move up the western coast of California, into California, but I feel like there's more to do with Mexico since that area was part of my focus. So I'm just asking Source Consciousness just to reinforce that everything we've done so far for Florida and for all of Irma is also infused in Mexico, in and around and to all people and all animals. Stability and foundation, that they have a strong foundation. Yes, okay, thank you. That we infuse the consciousness of beings in Mexico with stability, with the energies and the frequencies and the vibration of stability, and that they do indeed have a strong and healthy foundation, and that all beings can know this and to align with this truth. That earthquake was connected to, I'm getting this right now as direct download, unstable foundation in that area, that those people living there have been feeling their own instability of their foundation, and that this is part of the healing that needs to go there. So we just expand and extend that consciousness of strong stability and safe foundation, and feeling and sensing our connection to Mother Earth, that we are safe in our connection to Gaia, Mother Earth, that all beings are safe in our connection with Mother Earth Gaia, and that we are grounded, well grounded in with this Mother Earth, this most benevolent Mother Earth, the ultimate healer. And she's simply helping us, and especially in Mexico, to work through issues of feeling ungrounded, unstable, unsafe. And let's just bring that energy to Mexico. And just send that, and by order of the law of one, where we are all united in the oneness, we are in our unity consciousness, we are just sharing these gifts of consciousness with Mexico. And whatever other expanded consciousness that Mexico's earthquake is meant to provide for the people and the beings of Mexico and the animals, the gifts of consciousness, the gifts of expanded consciousness that Mexico is meant to receive. And also for Harvey, whatever gifts of expanded consciousness that Harvey was intending to provide, let those gifts of expanded consciousness be infused in and through the respective people who live there, the highest, clearest, purest clarity of consciousness that these beings can receive, which is aligned with the divine source consciousness, Creator's consciousness. We extend that to our brothers and sisters of Earth along all the areas we've mentioned: Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, the Carolinas, and of course India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and also other countries as well which have been affected, including, as Ed is mentioning Myanmar and the Middle East, all the countries in the Middle East, peace and love and compassion. And now's the time we can mention refugees, any and all refugees that have left their homes. You know, the refugees are us, those of us leaving our old state of being and migrating to 5D. That's who the refugees are. Beings who have come out of unconsciousness and said, we're willing to leave this old state of consciousness, and we're looking and seeking a new state of being. The refugees are beings from the underworld who have been set free. And indeed, that's many of us shifting out of the third dimensional state of consciousness and vibing up to this more expanded state of consciousness. We send our love and our peace and our calmness, our stability to them. And any inner power that we have at this moment, our inner power, we are in our power. Let's just send true inner power to all homes, houses, dwellings, properties where they may have lost electricity because they gave perhaps their power away, or perhaps they didn't know about their inner power. Let's extend out our inner power, the power of love, the power of consciousness, the power of peace to any and all homes, dwellings, properties where they may be out of electricity or water power, solar power, that their power may be restored through our power, our united power here, our inner power that we extend out and share. This is the power of the infinite source that runs in and through us. Let's travel up through the west coast of the United States, since most of us, we have people from all over the world on this call, but primarily in Florida and in the United States. Let's extend this love, this power, this gentleness, this compassion, this care, this consciousness, this peace, this calm up through the coast of California and into Northern California, where there are fires and smoke. And we'll go up also, especially around Mount Shasta and up into Oregon into Washington, and even as we move over west into Montana, Nevada, North Dakota, South Dakota, all those states as we move eastward, that all these areas that are in any way, shape, or form being affected by fires, wildfires, and smoke and clouds, that we bring the energy of clarity. Let's bring our clarity of our consciousness now to these people, these animals, the earth. We know that fires, let's stay with the cloud first. Let's stay with clouds, represent cloudy thinking, hazy thinking, lack of clarity of judgment, lack of discernment. So let's just bring our clarity to them. Let's infuse the energies, the frequencies, and the vibrations of clarity, and ask for the spirits of clarity to clear up the skies, the energies, the frequencies, the vibrations, and the spirits of discernment, clear knowing, clear consciousness, clear thinking, clear-mindedness, to infuse the skies with clarity and certainty. Let's call back again the energies, the frequencies, the vibrations of certainty. Breathe them in. Breathe them into your body and being. Clarity, clear mind, clear knowing, clear cognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clarity, discernment, and send and infuse that energy, that state of being, that state of consciousness over all of these areas of the planet, of the United States where there's smoke. By the way, China, definitely we can infuse that there. Sending this clarity anywhere on the planet that needs clarity, clear states of mind, clear knowing, clear thinking, clarity of consciousness, clarity of awareness. You may be feeling very woozy in your head. Many of you are feeling a little bit of a headache right now, and that's okay because you're also getting clearer. Old density leaving your mind, and that's fine. Breathe into it. Allow it. Allow it all. No resistance. Just breathe. And expand that out. And let's put our attention on the fires now. We know that fires are often passion out of control. Sometimes fires represent the fire in us burning out of control, the unmet need to express. Sometimes that passion burning out of control is an ego out of control. Ego wanting to be somebody, not necessarily that, but sometimes. Sometimes the fire could sometimes be just passions, passionate fire. And sometimes the fire out of control could mean that we just haven't harnessed our own inner kundalini. We haven't yet harnessed our own inner flame. Sometimes the fire could mean we're searching for our twin flame or our right match. And all of these different reverberations of forest fires and fires out of control in various states of consciousness that have not been fully claimed or harnessed, let's harness them now. Let's call them in home, into us now. Breathe that in, whatever that means to you. And harness it within your own body. Call it into your base chakra center, your base, your buttocks. Call it into your reproductive center, your lower dantian, below the belly button. Call it into your belly, your place of personal power. And now call in great compassion, because compassion is the moisture, the gentleness, the love, the water that puts out the fire without taking the flame from within. We call the flame home to within us, and we pour our loving compassion over the fires that are burning out of control. The human need to express itself. The human desire to live a passionate life. The human desire to find our right match, our twin flame, our soulmates. However that expresses, you're calling that home and sending compassion to yourself and to all beings who have been on the search, who have needed this compassion within them for the full embodiment of expression, whoever they are, wherever they are, most now located in these areas we're focusing on. Extend that out to them as they are us, we are them, under the law of love and the law of one. As we heal and resolve these things within ourselves, all of our brothers and sisters are brought into balance and into the sacred neutral with us. Just breathing, just noticing, just receiving, however it appears to you, however it seems to you, however it presents to you is perfect and fine. Just allowing. Now let's just extend all of this out as well to anywhere else on the planet, especially and including Mother Earth, the whole, the totality of Mother Earth, Gaia. That all gifts of consciousness and all gifts of peace, all gifts of stability, all gifts of harmony, all gifts of love, all gifts of union with Mother Earth, Gaia, all gifts of communion between all beings are united here, all gifts of compassion, all gifts of union between our inner masculine and our inner feminine. And all gifts of consciousness are received here now. And we extend these out to all beings on Mother Earth. All gifts that we've received today, we extend out to our brothers and sisters, to all beings, humans, plants, minerals, animals, especially the animal kingdom. And let's, before we start to close, because we've been here for about an hour now, let's start to shift into this beautiful energy of gratitude. Because as we receive these gifts with gratitude, the work is done. So start to feel or sense or see or imagine gratitude. Let your body smile. Let your inner liver, your inner kidneys, your inner stomach, your inner lower dantian, your belly center, your heart, your reproductive area, anywhere in your body that needs to smile with gratitude. Your throat center, your center of expression and authenticity. Wherever your body, your being, is ready to receive and express gratitude, feel, sense, and embody that gratitude for the gifts we have received and for the consciousness we have received and for the gifts we have shared with others and for the consciousness we have shared with others today and for the gift of being able to be of service and contribution. We are so blessed. We are so blessed that we the chosen ones, we the sacred government, are united here now, and that we are able to be of service in this wonderful, joyful, celebratory way. This is the greatest gift. And so as we shift into the state of consciousness, of gratitude, let's extend gratitude once again to Mother Earth for housing us, for homing us. Let's extend gratitude to all the waters, the sacred waters of Earth, for housing our emotions and for being beautiful healing energies, mother, sister, feminine energies. And for all the air, brother air, and all the skies, just gratitude for our clarity, our wisdom, our knowing, our discernment. And to the Son, Father, Son, the Son of the light of God, for all the light that has been coming to us, for all the enlightenment we have received, for the gifts of our enlightenment and our awakening, and for the gifts that we have now been able to share with all beings on planet Earth, and with Mother Earth herself, and all the elementals. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I'm going to close out with a final prayer. And that it be known and acknowledged here that our collective intention has been one of peace, of harmony, of service to the greater good, contribution to the greater good of all beings, all humanity, all earth, all animals, all plants, all minerals. That our choice, desire, and intention on Mother Earth is to align in unity consciousness, in peace, in love, in oneness, and in alignment with our divine source of infinite love, infinite peace, infinite wisdom, infinite consciousness. And our intention today has been one of the highest and best we can possibly offer for the highest and best good of all beings. And we set this into motion now. We hold space throughout the day and into the coming days, weeks, months, for all of humanity to receive these blessings in the highest and best ways, and for all of humanity to awaken and align with divine source, and for each and every one of us to align in our own inner space, our own inner sacred space, aligned with love and peace and unity. We give thanks that the highest and greatest of all has been served in the highest and best ways possible. We let it go. We let it be. We let it go. We set the wheels in motion. We align. We anchor it, lock it, seal. And we know it is done. It is done. It is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all participants. Many, many blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you so, so much. I love you. I bless you. I honor you. Fellow brothers and sisters, I love you so much. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. May all be well and all be safe and all be fine as it already is. Thank you, and farewell till next time. Bye-bye.